This update is Conspiracy Theory Scares Me. It's April 6, 2020, and what scares me about the conspiracy theories? So, I'll go back chronologically, a little back in time. So, it's 2020, minus 14 years, it's 2006. So, it's 2006. I just a year ago discovered David Icke, got blown away by the whole theory, and now I'm preaching people about David Icke, showing his movies in one cabaret theater, Kuc Cabaret in Rijeka, Croatia, again and again and again, Brixton Academy, showing Stuart Swerdlow, Alex Jones, Terror Storm, and all those classics, totally believing in the whole thing, right? So I stumbled upon a beautiful girl. She was 18 at that time. And yeah, I started to teach her philosophy, because what else can you offer when you have not a car, not a very good looks, right? You can try to be smart. Of course, she's a beautiful girl. She's into dicks of the big guys with cars, and she's into the meth, crystal meth. So dicks and meth goes very well, and she's really not into connecting those dots because it's just way too much thinking. After all, she's a beautiful girl. Guys, flocking to her. She's jumping from dick to dick. Okay, storyline moves on. After dick and meth period, she ended up in a health crisis period, being operated, some cyst on uterus, yainici, I don't know how to say it. Gets up, recruited by the Hare Krishna, big time Hare Krishna, gets married with the Hare Krishna guy who recruited her, drugs her off, clean life, shitty jobs, minimum wage, years move on, very beautiful, stumbles upon a restaurant owner, ends up in basically marriage with the guy, and she's doing fine now. But yeah, we've been in contact. All posts till David Icke post, which was today, were about basically hipster stuff, yoga this, yoga that, tantra. Look at this beautiful guy talking about God. Look at this other beautiful guy talking about some other nonsense. Spiritual life without conspiracy theory. Without, as I say, don't think too much. If you think too much, you're gonna get headache, right? So she's into that phase. However, what happened in the meantime, the high times are over. You understand me? Things changed because what happened. Corona happened, lockdown, and basically beginning of the new world order. Everything what predictive programming from Icke, from Alex Jones, from whole the project Camelot, now the Q, everything what's been told for the unmasking of people like you and me, because yeah, we would stumble upon it, we would dig it, we will become known to the system, later on targeted. You know how it goes, right? If you wonder why they're saying these things, well, that actually scares me. I'll come to that. So why conspiracy theory scares me? Because she's one example. Now she discovered David Icke, exactly the guy I was handing her over DVDs. Somebody's moving outside in the house. It's okay. And all that kind of stuff. She was like, yeah, fuck that. You understand me? Because I'm cute. I'm 18. Guys with dicks are coming with cars. They give me drugs. Hey, why would I think about that crap, right? Good. 14 years down the road, crap came to you. In your middle class house with a new facade. Now you can't leave your town. And now suddenly, things which idiots like me been trying to tell her, that's all fake. But no, look, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna is for real. Our authorities would tell us from Hare Krishna if something were wrong with this world, like a beginning of the Westworld, when they're questioning Dolores. Do you ever question your reality? And she says, no, everything is beautiful, because she's a robot. And when robots started to wake up, then we're coming to the second subject. 3 years ago, I stumbled upon some guys. Most of them cool guys, a little bit rough, football hooligans here in the neighborhood gang. I buy ganja from them. Everybody does. Um, to cut a long story short, they're watching this video. 3 years ago it was like, bullshit. What you're talking is a crazy shit. Now they're stopping me on the street. Kuna, what's gonna happen? And then they're coming, with the classical conspiracy theories, classical disinformation campaign. This is first what's hitting normies. When normies rise their heads up from ignorance, oh look, there is a whole new world right here above my TV. I'm watching. Look, there is a there is a Bill Gates, and he has a coronavirus behind him, but it's 2015, and he's talking about a new emerging virus. Is this just a coincidence? And now they're getting it. You understand me? And that's all been done planningly. So, what I argue to say is that the system, which is very intelligent and very old in running this show, millions upon millions of years, and it's not since 1776, okay, predicted what it's planning to do, and done its classical thesis, antithesis, synthesis thing, to use it to what? To provoke masses for riots, right? Because if they're just coming to the age, now they're like getting to become 12 and 13-year-olds. Oh, something is happening with my body. This thing in my pocket looks like a small bottle, and it's so on when girls are around. You understand me? So now they're coming into the puberty of understanding the reality, and what are they hitting? Exactly what's been offered to them. Now, big thing is the Q. Okay, that's the big thing. That's the David Icke of the 1999. So they're grabbing that first hook, and then that hook gonna lead them where they want them to be. However, describing you all these loops in logic will be way too complex. But I'm just gonna mention a few things, like the Q movement. So how it goes? You have thesis, which is the Democrats, the New World Order, the pedophilia, right? The political correctness, white men suck, heterosexual suck, right? All that. And then you have thesis, tesa, antithesa, antithesis from, Donald Trump is not like that. He's pro-life. He's saving some children from pedophiles. He's going to drain the swamp. And you have those two movements coming parallelly. Fox News this, CNN this. And then what happens is, while people are according their mentality, some people simply by their mentality choose to be liberals, some choose to be conservatives. And every story has a good parts and a bad parts in the story. That's just how it is. It's been designed like that. So now they're observed, oh, look, maybe not everything is bad. My guys are doing something about it. Tesa, antithesa, synthesa, synthesis, to the New World Order marching on. This was just a hookup for you. Local story, Croatia. You have a Minister of Health, Beroš, who is like the chief guy of the committee for the basically running the whole show in the country, Stožer. It's a big mess, guys. You can't leave your municipality without paperwork, electronic paperwork. People are divided between those who now actually can work and those who can't. You need a dentist, forget about it. You need a medical treatment, forget about it. You need a job, forget about it if you don't have permit. So many problems, economic problems happening. And now, so this is tesa, coronavirus, everything must stop because 5 people died, actually 3. That's why 100 needs to die out of other things. You have that, and then you have the Ustavni Sudac, the constitutional judge, saying this is not constitutional. This is against the human rights. You can't stop the movement of the people like that. And then we go, oh my God, somebody's really taking care of good of us. There is somebody in the system who's here for us, for the people. Look, we have a constitution, And then when you're watching this, what's happening? The agenda moves on. So this is this is, I know David Icke's problem reaction solution, but this is something I'm trying to point right now on the tactics they're using as, oh, look, they're venting you out, you understand me, in certain ways, and then something new happens, which is always same old program. So what is happening now, which is why conspiracy theory scares me, is because you're gonna have shitloads of these idiots, which I was in 2006 when I stumbled. Oh, now I get it all. And they just gonna follow the first Illuminati member in their community who's gonna lead them in certain direction because they just can't understand the game. And those who can, like me, and maybe somebody else, I don't know, we always gonna be pushed aside, and that's just how it is. And I'm seeing sheeple following wolves, surrounded by the wolves, and you know what's gonna happen. They're just gonna land a certain place, certain time, and then a ritual gonna happen. Because what's going on is just one big ritual. It's just one big shit show of porn or fear porn, where people who are like my mother, extension of the television, they have just opinion of the television. It's just insane. Like one day there is a paranoia about the particles. Second day is you can't leave the house. You've been seeing somebody. You're gonna kill me. It's a panic. Like who's gonna fucking kill you? 5G. That's the thing. What's gonna kill you? That's what's dropping people. And when they set up the whole grid, 5G grid, we're gonna live. The first thing which is coming into my mind is active denial system, which is the from 2012 declassified American Army footage when they're bragging about their microwave system on a Humvee when they're testing it on the basically army personnel who fake to be demonstrators, and it's gonna be everywhere, and people gonna be dropping like birds. Birds are already dropping, guys. That's what's going on, and that scares me because I'm not gonna live very long in this system. And if you're on the red list, you're not gonna live very long. If you even if you're on a blue list, you're gonna live not gonna live very long. And if you're yellow list, you're gonna live for a few more years, but your life gonna be shit. So just to clarify, red list outspoken ministers, leaders who talk about New World Order, people who are inspiring other people, right? Blue list, people who know about New World Order. Yellow, those who know jack shit. So what's gonna happen? And it's coming very fast because, guys, roadblocks are already there, and if you're not in the forest, you should be. Red list gonna go first immediately. They just gonna pick up everybody, and I think what's gonna be done. They, according to theory, they're gonna be murdered immediately. Blue gonna end up in FEMA concentration camps and dealt with, and the yellow gonna remain until they filtered out, their 500 million out of them, what they want, their own people, the Illuminati plus idiots. So, complete idiots, like, people who don't know their neighboring countries, like I lived in Cambodia. So, story goes, they're gonna pick lots of Asians because these guys, they don't know, where is Thailand, where is Vietnam. They heard of them, but, they just don't know. That's how it is. So, these are the people they like. And, love it or hate it, but that's how it is. Guys like you and me, we know way too much for the new world. What Madonna says, not everybody can enter. You understand me? So that's gonna happen, and yeah. So conspiracy theory really frightens me because when cute girls start digging that stuff, that means dicks are not around. That means coke is not coming. That means they're isolated with the computer back home, and they start to dig stuff. And now they're gonna hit the street. And you know what happens? I'm gonna quote V from Vendetta. You know what happens when people without guns meet people with guns? What usually happens? I think you get the idea. Thank you for watching. Be smart. Don't follow the wolves.